Hey guys, this is Bennma, the time traveler, who is stuck in a timeline called YouTube. And welcome back to Narcissu. I can't stop playing this. Let's go. When that high sun was just misting over, the silver cove continued to run along the expressway. Soon we would be at the um Katsuraga Katsuragawa parking area. Moving slower, we drove in what could be called a slow resting pace. Say, you want to take a break next? What's wrong?
ちょっと疲れたみたい。
Oh no. I see. It wasn't too surprising. Just before she had been so excited, and originally we were even more sick than ordinary sick people, so it was probably natural. Well, I'll go buy you something. Alright, I'll go buy them quick. Slam. Rushing over to a nearby shop, I bought things that weren't too different from what I would buy at a convenience store. Here, a bukari and nigiri. That and also the fries. This doesn't sound nice. This is bad. I have bad feelings about this. Oh no. Anyway, those were the words of her reply, but the girl just took them and didn't move to eat. Even though normally she would have started eating the fries first. You alright? Is that you're starting to feel bad?
薬が切れただけだか
I see. Her medicine ran out. That was something I had feared. Well, no, it was something that could easily be imagined from the moment we left the hospital. Of course, I hadn't forgotten about it on purpose. Up until now, I hadn't thought about it. I hadn't even the sense to think about it. Since when? When did your medicine run out?
昨日の夜
Then it's almost been an entire day. In my case, I had been told by the doctors that 2 days without taking any was my limit. Most likely the girl's case was similar. Oh no. Oh god. Now that I thought about it, since the day that we left the hospital, 8 days had already passed. The amount of medicine that we carried on hand, I could have seen that sooner or later it would wind up like this. Right now, what should I do?
私7階は嫌よ
I know, and you don't want home either, right? Once again, the silver cove ran on. In the end, I got off the expressway at the next exit. It wasn't that it would help anything, but I wouldn't be able to do anything while on it. From the bleak expressway exit, I continued driving towards an urban area. Then I searched not for a small town doctor but a large hospital. More precisely, I was looking for that are near large hospitals. To be honest, going to a hospital may have been the best thing. It were n- if it were a normal sickness without any hesitation, I would have done so. However, we were residents of the seventh floor. The vile identification bracelets wrapped around our wrists were white, and also we were people who had fled from the seventh floor. While thinking about that, I peered around while gripping the wheel. I was sure that a pharmacy near a large hospital should have most things. Found one. Okay, we're back. Okay. Let me just. Standing in the corner facing a large street was some large university hospital. Right near it were the signs for 2 or 3 pharmacies. Just when I decided I wouldn't be able to find parking, I found an open space and quickly stopped the car. Hey, let me borrow your medicine bag. With a mystified expression, the girl handed the bag with medicine over. I took the bag of medicine used in hospital wards and took out the only paper explaining the medicine. Only the paper explaining it. Anyway, with this, it should be fine. Well, I'll be back soon. So we're going to get a new medicine for her. Hopefully it's not super expensive. Hopefully. Let's go. Leaving her alone in the car, I ran the short distance to the pharmacy. Passing through the stuttering, slow automatic door, I came into the store. I headed straight for the counter. Welcome. The person who called out to me was a middle-aged man. Oh, welcome. Wearing white clothes, he really fits the image of a pharmacist. I need this medicine, please. Oh, yes, please, wait a moment. With that, the man took the medicine explanation paper I handed over and went into the back. Most likely, instead of dispensing normal medicine, this place dispensed medicine from hospitals. When I went to an outpatient hospital before, I remembered going into a place like this just to get medicine. Obviously, it was built right next to the hospital, and I thought the most medicine would probably be gathered here. Sorry for the wait. It comes out to this much. Eventually, the man returned. In his hand were clear bags with capsules of medicine. He was carrying 2 bundles of them. With that much, it was probably alright for a while. At a glance, there was probably 1 week's worth. And then I was taking out my wallet. Before that, may I have your prescription? Prescription? Yes, I'm talking about the prescription for the medicine. These are for clinical use, you see. You received one from your doctor, right? I hadn't expected this. Well, no. Thinking about it calmly, these weren't over-the-counter items. And you wouldn't buy these normally. Is something the matter? No, I fluttered, and the man increasingly suspicious eyes on me. Oi, that's. Then, noticing the white bracelet wrapped around my wrist and the words that were written on it, my name, blood type, and he was trying to read the name of the hospital. Snatch. Oh! The medicine left on the glass counter. Reflexively, I grabbed the whole pile. Hey, wait! The man behind the counter gave a great shout. I heard that voice behind me, but I was already running. It was only 5 meters from the shop exit. Unable to gain steady footing, I was stumbling, but even then, I ran on in a daze. And then coming to the stuttering, slow automatic door as I was making to leave the store. At that time, Gashan. Oh, damn it. Suddenly, for a moment, my awareness turned white. I slammed my head into the edge of the automatic door with enough force that it seemed to have cracked. While shaking my whoopee head, I reached out with my hand and opened the automatic door that had stopped partly open. Then, when I got out of the store, I began running. I hadn't let go of the bags of the medicine I had been holding. Unable to help myself, I was out of breath, and I wound up rising my chin up. It was only a few tens of meters to the car, but it felt awfully long. It didn't seem like anyone was chasing after me, but I didn't even have the luxury of looking back to check. If I were caught, what would happen to her? Alone in the car, she would probably sit there forever, waiting for my return. As I thought about that, for some reason, I ran in earnest, while staggering and out of breath, and thinking that this was my full strength, and despite of myself, I felt it was sad. Slam. As if collapsing, I fell into the seat and panted heavily as I tore the car onto the road. Clearly, more so than the other day at the pachinko parlor, I became aware of how much my strength had slipped. And then, checking the rear mirror, it looked like I really had been caught by the glass. A bit of blood was flowing from my forehead. Probably if it was just this much, it will stop soon. While driving, I lightly pressed some pocket tissue on it.
大丈夫
Yeah, I'm fine.
でも血が出てるし
Don't worry about it, it's nothing. To the girl directing a worried face towards me, I waved my hand, telling her not to worry. And then, with my left hand holding the wheel, I handed her the bundle of medicine. Here, take your medicine. With this, I thought we would be fine for the moment. At least it would probably hold out for a week. But when this runs out, what will happen? It was good that today had been a success by chance, but it was clear that my own strength was declining every day. Originally, we didn't have a goal or a place to go to, because we had no desires. We had no fear of losing anything. But now things were slightly different. With the birth of purpose, the fear of loss also was born. January 20. The day cleared up and that clear. The day cleared up and that clear. Never mind. So very high sky. That was characteristic of winter spread wide. Once again, we went on the expressway. Right now, we left the Suita Junction and we're running along the Chugoku Expressway. Hey, what's the next one?
神戸ジャンクションから
Got it. The Sanyo Expressway, right? Following the girl's direction, the silver coal ran. Coming all the day. Coming all the way here, the signs along the way were occasionally showing the words Awajishima. Since the day we escaped from the 7th floor, the odometer had already passed 90 kilometers. It seemed unthinkable that we had gone so far. But considering our destination, it was just a short distance. Then, what appeared before us was a large bridge. This is the Akashikiyaku Bridge. This is the Akashikiyaku Bridge. Well, let me try this again. This is the Akashi Bridge, Akashikiyaku Bridge. It's an amazing bridge, isn't it? The two of us couldn't help but be impressed. It was as if it ran atop the sea forever. Then, after we drove for a while, right in the middle of the bridge, here and there cars were stopped and people could be seen. Most likely those were tourists who got out of their cars to take commemorative photos, yeah. I don't know. Imitating those people, I pulled the car to stop along the side of the road.
ここ駐停車禁止よ
Oops. Well, if it's just for a bit, it would probably be fine. Besides, from what we've seen, a number of other cars had stopped in the same way. Come now, let's go out for a bit and have a look. I'm sure it's got an amazing view.
分かった
She sounded a little reluctant still, but the girl got out of the car to join me. A strong cold wind whistled atop the bridge. It's colder than you would think. Isn't it? Since normally we wouldn't come out of the car, we felt it all the more. I don't know if that's even correct. If we felt it all more, the more. I don't know. In contrast to us, farther down, there were two people that seemed to be a couple. It looked like they were taking commemorative photos and raising happy voices that even we could hear. Looking around closer, other than those two, there were families and groups also taking pictures. A commemorative picture, eh? Certainly for a place like this, one was necessary. Speaking of which,
どうかした？
wait a sec.
うん。
I was certain that there had, I was certain that there had been a camera. Before the first time I had searched the car, searched through the car, I remember that I had found a cheap disposable camera. Yeah, I remember that. At that time, from what little I saw, I thought there were a few shots left. Pulling out the camera, I checked the film. Wonderful. There are still 2 shots left. Sorry for the wait. Look, I'll take one of you. A picture. Picture, since we're here after all.
嫌よ。
Now, don't say that. Strike a pose or something for me. As I spoke, I re-eyed the camera, pointing it at her. Come now. Try making a bit of a happier face. However, maybe because she was embarrassed, even when she finally faced this way, she had on a sullen expression. Or perhaps, for this girl, this was her trying her best to make a smile. As I thought about that, I made ready to shot the camera when... excuse me, could you take a picture of us? Sure. Some random couple came up to us with a camera in hand. Okay, ready? Yes, please. Happily, the two hugged shoulders, and the two of them smiled. I placed the two of them in the viewfinder and hit the shutter. Snap. Thank you very much. Well, in exchange, we'll take a picture of you too. No, I just press here on the camera, right? Faster than my reply, he took my camera. Actually, it was more like he snatched it. Probably he was being polite. Ignoring our hesitation, he quickly retied the camera. Come now, the two of you, get closer together. At those words, I moved my body just a bit closer to the girl. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling. Okay, I need to make them the narrator voice, so I need to calm down. I just can't help but imagine the situation, and especially in this game, the main character is basically me, and I like that fact, and especially that since it's me, I'm kind of thinking of myself in this situation and how funny it would be, and how funny and awkward, of course. Anyway, still looking emotionless as always, girl next to me also moved just a hint closer. Could you please pose a bit more? Noisily, the boyfriend started adding more requests. And looking closer, the guy's girlfriend was also giving us exasperated looks. Thinking there was no helping it, from her back to her shoulder, I slowly wrapped my arm around her. Aww. It was the first time I touched her body. The feeling of the childish clothes we bought the other day and the waist length her spread through my hands. Looking at the camera, I couldn't see the girl's expression, But maybe she might be wearing that embarrassed, pouting face that she would only show very rarely. Well then, ready? Perhaps satisfied that they had taken a decent picture, the couple returned to their car. We also turned towards our own car. I need to see the picture, come on. A girlfriend, eh? Looks like we've been mistaken? Could it be that we look like it? I said it in just a bit of a joking way. For some reason, it felt fun, and I just wound up continuing in that light tone. Well, you know. Well, what do you think, Sitsumi?
何よ、年下のくせに。
Even with those words, the same as always, she was facing the window. Her expression was the same, and she didn't even move to look in my direction. But that was. Her eyes weren't the ones that. Her eyes weren't the ones that always looked far away. I had a feeling that it was embarrassing, so she was turning her face away. Oh, come on, I need to see the goddamn picture now. God damn it. Looking up at the high sun, the characteristically blue sky spread on and on. From then, we went on for just a bit and arrived at the Sumoto interchange. I remember that I said intercharge and it was interchange from a couple of episodes ago. And then when I was editing, I was like, oh no, how can't I freaking read? And I almost made the same mistake. Anyway, once again, we exited and returned to the normal roads. We've finally arrived, haven't we? Since that day when we left the 7th floor, the car's trip meter showed some 900 kilometers. From an unplanned start, we really did make it all the way here. Well, where should we go from here?
南に。
South, got it. Following the girl's direction, I set off. Of course, coming here, even I knew. No, of course, coming here, even I knew what the place would be. I could see a number of signs for the tourists in front of me. However, I followed their navigation. I had a feeling that it would be wrong if I didn't. For some reason, I wanted to do it that way. What? Already? Come on. That was like 30 minutes. That was like 25 minutes. Man. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. God damn, let's just save. Can you, there we go. God damn it. That was so fast. Anyway, I'll just record the next episode right now, since I'm so into it. Anyway, so, thank you, my friend, for watching till the very end, and I, the great Bennma, will see you in a different timeline. Bye!